Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A. It's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Cliff, and it's under the command of talon1958 of OLIMP. And it's his first submission for this week's competition with Angelina75. Game on! Well, he's got the 203mm howitzer, which makes this quite powerful at 90 alpha, 52mm pen, and 10.4 meters on the blast radius, between 12.5 and 28 seconds of stun. It does have a correspondingly high reload time. 29.8 is what Talon's managed to achieve off a 37.39 standard, so he's knocked off 8 seconds off the reload. And he's now ready to fire. He's decided to go into the corner, but he's actually aiming for the top of the hill. So he's waiting for one of the enemy tanks to go up the hill. In fact, we can see an AMX 1390 down there. Now, he decided not to take a snapshot there. He fired instead at the enemy tank that went straight through the field of fire, which was a TVP T5051. But now he's in reload. Oh, the enemy just lost to Sheridan. It's a tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks in it. And he's relocated. And so he's ready to fire again without being spotted by the enemy. Or at least without being hit by the enemy. Type 72. Rounds out. Engine deck. Oh, that was a biggie. That was a penetrating shot. 899. And then he got stun assist after that. Of 494, so it's a huge hit, that one. Perfectly placed. Now, the enemy did manage to get a tank up on top of the hill as an AMX 1390, but if he stays up there in that position, he's likely to get hit. And you can see he's moving about because the fences are going down. And in fact, he's taking a big risk doing what he's doing. And there's the Type 71, and he just died. In fact, the AMX 1390 was just behind him, but unfortunately, that shell's not going to do anything. So he's changing position again. He's trying to avoid leaving any footprint on the ground as he moves about. That makes it much more difficult for the enemy Arty to work out precisely where he is. A lot of the time, Artys can actually be found merely by knocking over a fence or a tree or something like that. And of course, then once they've been spotted by their footprint, they can be attacked. Okay, we can see a can opener. Rounds out. Direct hit! 196 off that one. But he's quickly changing position to avoid being hit by the enemy Arty. They've got two. Batch at 155.55. And that's the tier 9 French SPG. And an M53 M55, which of course is the tier 9 American SPG. Our fellow SPG is a GW Tiger. We fired the round in. Oh, that was a direct hit. Wow, that was a good one. I think that was a Kampfpanzer just took that hit. And enemy Arty's firing in our direction, but he doesn't know where we are precisely, so he missed us. But that tells Talon that the enemy Arty is looking for him. So he needs to be more careful about where he situates now. You can see two enemy tanks together. Makes it easy to get double the damage. Rounds out. Well, he got hit points off one, but now he does have to definitely have to change position, because if the enemy Arty was looking, he might have seen that. Well, we're not doing so well at the moment because the enemy are two up on us, and they do have position. They've managed to get around the hill. We've got this can opener here. And we're dialing in, getting ready to shoot. We're ready. Rounds out. Lands short, but it does get 128 hit points. And again, he has to relocate. Now that AMX 1390 is still up on top of the hill. But the one he's looking at the moment is the enemy Arty, which is actually an M53, M55. And you can see he's hugging the rocks there. And that was close to him, but not close enough. It was a good idea to shoot at that target, because of course once you've seen the enemy Arty, you know it's there. You can take it out fairly quickly. But on this occasion, he didn't get it. Now, the can opener has actually gone to our side of the rock, and there's a load of sniper tanks looking at his rear end at this moment. And although he did manage to get a double shot into that standard B, there goes the can opener. He's out the game. That was a bit of a waste by him. His problem was that he just didn't pay attention to the sniper tanks that were a bit behind him, and he got taken out. Now there's an AMX-50B up there as well, and there he is. Now we can land the shell right next door to him. Talon knows how to do it. It's basically about looking where the shell will fall. Rounds out. Here we go. Unfortunately, on that occasion, RNG put the shell into the building. Now he is going back to the same spot every time when he's firing in that direction, so I would be a bit concerned that the enemy Arty might actually work out where he is in between different shots. Okay, batch out 155, 55's been spotted, and they've only got one Arty left now, so he might as well go for this and see if he can take him out. Rounds out. Oh! Well, the enemy Arty has gone now, so he doesn't have to worry about moving about, because of course now there's no enemy Arty to counter him. So he can just focus on the enemy and hitting them, and then as soon as the enemy start falling back to their own cap area, that's when he'll start moving forward to get closer to them. Units 03, 03. Almost loaded. Go for it. Rounds out. That was a direct hit again. You can tell that there was no explosion, no noise, so obviously he got him. And the camp pants we hit earlier in the game has also been badly damaged again, and he's now one shot. 39 hit points is all he's got, and you can see the impact point where our shell went in. It's on the side of the turret. In fact, somebody neatly hit that point with a non-penetrating shot, and it's turned it into a kind of daisy motif. Now he's out the game. That's the first kill for Talon. No, he's not painting daisies on the tanks. It's just, it happens sometimes. Okay, MX-50B. He's loaded. Not yet. He's finishing the load. Almost there. He's hiding behind that rock. And the reason is that we've got loads of teammates nearby. Now, he might try going after the AMX-1390, but we just need our teammates to show us where he is, and we'll put a round there. Oh, that's what that guy's firing at. It's the TVP. Okay, so he's got to stay there now to reload, and he dies. Now, the AMX-50B is back. He could go for the Waffenträger who's in the pass, but he's going to be a difficult shot. This guy's going to be a lot easier to hit if he stays in sight, and unfortunately, he's dropped out of sight again. There he is. Line him up. He's coming close. And go. Oh, he fired. No, it didn't work, and we've lost the 1390. I'm wondering why our tank destroyers are not shooting at him. The Shure MV7X should have actually taken a shot at him there and didn't. Maybe he was in reload. Maybe he was waiting for the Shure MV7X to run out of shells and be in the long reload, and then he could get the AMX 1390. We can see where the enemy Gorilla 15 is now, and he's near the enemy sniper's nest, but he's just around that corner, and he can't do much because there's an E100, the Manticore, the Waffenträger, and that's just to suppress him for the moment. But we do need to get that AMX 50B if we can. We don't need to worry about knocking stuff over now because, of course, no Arty on the enemy team. They can't look to see where we are. No footprint. The Gorilla 15 is still moving about, but he's a difficult shot for us at the moment. Yes, he's behind that rock, and we've got to lob the shell over. There's somebody we can hit, though. The AMX-50B's come around the other side. Okay, we've marked the target to tell our teammates that's what we're after. Line up the shot. Go for it. Rounds out. Well, it did get stunned. And 1 hit point of damage. I know it's not a lot, but we are getting closer to the enemy as well. Only 2 enemy remaining. Now, we can either go up onto the donut, or we can go down to the corner here. But the Gorilla 15 might have an easy shot at us if we go past this corridor. So let's see what we can do. There's the Gorilla. We can go a bit closer, but we're going to try and lay a shell down on the rock. Rounds out. Yes, he did. He splashed him to death. So he's got the Gorilla, and that was the last kill of the game for Talon. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a second-class tanker for talon1958 of OLIMP in the 212A. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 7, and he got a win rate of 2,546, which is Unicum standard, but he didn't get any other medal, which could put him in danger of being beaten by Angelina, even though it's a second class. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see that the highest damage in that game actually went to the Gorilla 15 on the enemy team. He managed 6,050 hit points, and he also picked up a high caliber and attack sniper. Second highest damage went to the E100, who managed 4,540, and he also picked up a Spartan medal. And the third highest damage was the AMX-50B on the enemy team, with 4,037 hit points of damage. We can see Talon picked up 2,248, which is the exact same figure for the can opener on the enemy team, which means there was 2 enemy tanks that beat Talon and 3 members of his own team, which makes him joint 6th with the can opener in that game. When it came to base XP, we can see he's actually managed to get 871, and that puts him in 4th place. The Manticore was the only tank who actually managed to get over 1,000 base. He got 1,052, and I suspect that he did a lot of spotting. Yes, 3,294 out of that game, and that made up for the assistance that he provided to other players. But it was a good game, and 871 is a very good score for Talon. He fired 17 rounds. He kept busy throughout the game, trying to pump out those rounds as fast as he could, because, of course, the more rounds you get pumped out, the more chance you've got of actually picking up either a Confederate or at least getting enough damage to make up the difference if you have to rely on assistance. 5 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot. We saw that penetrating shot. Yes, the Type 57 took a big hit right on the rear. And where is he? There he is, Type 71, not Type 57. 899 hit points. It hit the engine deck. The poor guy really did suffer a lot trying to go up the hill. Well, the answer is don't go up the hill with a slow tank, because then you won't get hit. But Talon waited for that guy to be in the right position, and he got the shot in. 14 splashes, 2,248, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 2, and did 841 hit points as stun assist of 13 stuns. On a premium count, he actually made 84,203 credits profit, and 65,000 of that was mission completion. And he also took away 2,613 experience points out of the game as well. So not a bad game, a good score to start off. And as he says, it's not a third class. Yes, he's been getting those all last week, but he could easily be beaten by Angelina. We'll just have to wait and see, has she sent one in that actually does beat him. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.